our consequences may not be so apparent.
Truth or illusion? Which is stranger? I'm Nathan Thompson. I'm going to be your host for Dreamcatcher. We're going to look at the rest of Joe's dream in just a minute, but first I'd like to introduce our resident dream analyst, Dr. Suzanne Walker. Welcome.
Thank you, Nathan.
How are you?
Very well, thanks. Actually, I'm fascinated by this week's dream sequence.
That's great. Let's meet the dreamer. Have a seat. I'd like to introduce Joe Bone and Dr. Laura Christopher. How you doing, Joe? Dr. Christopher, come on, have a seat. So, Doctor, you've been working with this patient for years, and yet you picked this dream. Tell us why.
Yes, of course, Nathan. Recently, during our sessions, I've hit a sort of brick wall with Joe. He's become somewhat of a pessimist and reluctant to believe my interpretations. As a psychologist, I'm always interested in seeking out new ways to help my patients. And when I heard about the show, I thought it might open doors within Joe's psyche and release some of his subconscious frustration.
Before we start, I'd like to commend Joe on his willingness to share his dreams and their possible interpretations with us here on Dreamcatcher. It is always helpful to be open to outside input, particularly when you have reached an impasse in the therapy process. So hopefully, Joe, this will be not only an interesting but a beneficial experience for you also.
How you feeling over there, Joe? Kind of on the hot seat?
Well, I'm a little nervous, but okay.
Well, I can understand why you're nervous. It's not every day we talk about this kind of stuff, this intimate kind of stuff on national television.
That's for sure,
Which is why it's important you understand that nobody's here to criticize you, nobody's here to humiliate you. Dreamcatcher was created so that people like yourself and the viewers at home can actually begin to understand what's going on when we close our eyes.
Well, I hope you're right, Nathan.
So what'd you think, Joe? What'd you think of our little depiction of your dream?
Well, when I first saw it, I was looking at it, I was just kind of like, whoa, it's like I was reliving my own dream. It was pretty cool.
And what do you make of it so far, Dr. Walker?
Well, the elements in Joe's dream up to this point suggest that he's facing a battle within himself, and we know it's whether to be an actor or a musician. The uncertainty he feels around his identity right now generates a good deal of anxiety. This does seem to generalize to different areas of his life and may cause feelings of self-doubt or uncertainty.
Suzanne, that sure is a lot to know about a guy just from one dream here. You want to tell us how you know all that?
Apart from the background check we did before the show?
Well, okay, aside from that, tell me what all you just said and how it speaks directly to this dream.
Okay, well, for example, the act of falling in a dream usually represents loss of self-confidence or loss of control. And seeing one's reflection in a mirror is very often associated with self-examination as well as concerns about self-image and how one is perceived by others.
And I guess that's relevant because certainly how one is perceived by others affects how we perceive ourselves.
Yes, if I may interject here, I'm in complete agreement with Suzanne's analysis. Let me just add that Joe also feels a sense of urgency, that he's running out of time to be successful.
I don't think that I'm running out of time, and I'm definitely not, unsure of myself.
But Joe, don't you remember? Just last week you told me you felt as though time were passing you by.
Yeah, but that's not what I meant. What are you doing here? I thought you were on my side.
Joe, I am on your side. What's the matter with you? Why are you feeling like everyone here is against you?
Wait, what kind of a question is that to ask me on national television?
All right, hold on. Suzanne, do you agree with Dr. Christopher?
Definitely. The fact that the woman's husband comes home and catches him with her directly supports her analysis that Joe is sometimes fearful of success.
Well, come on now. Fear of success? You know what? You're a quack, okay? In fact, I'm starting to think that you're both quacks.
Suzanne,
here.
Please, continue.
Joe's pattern of behavior in this dream suggests that he thinks love can help him find his chosen path in life, which is his main conflict at this point. He does seem somewhat fearful of commitment, however, as If you'll notice, each of his encounters is interrupted before it actually reaches its conclusion.
You know what? You're making me out to be some sort of a womanizer, okay? I like women. Therefore, they turn up in my dreams. I mean, I think that sounds pretty normal, right, Nathan? I mean, come on, back me up here.
I'm afraid you're on your own here for a second.
Oh, well, thank you, Nathan.
Okay, we can see that Joe doesn't necessarily agree with the analysis.
Oh, are you kidding me? Man, tell me something, doctor. Where did you get your license from, huh? A Cracker Jack box?
Joe,
I mean, come on.
That is not nice. Okay, what's the matter with you? You're turning something that's very helpful into a personal attack.
Well, that's what it feels like, okay? A personal attack.
All right, hold on. We said at the beginning, this is not meant to criticize anybody. You know, nobody is here to humiliate you. I promise.
I'm sorry, okay? I guess I just have a hard time admitting my shortcomings. I apologize, Dr. Walker, for my remarks.
Okay, there's nothing to apologize for, Joe. I do understand that this may be difficult for you.
Okay. Well, let's get back to the analysis. Dr. Christopher?
Well, Joe does believe he is destined for greatness, and eventually the whole world will come to love him. This, of course, is represented in the dream by his fearless confidence, while under attack by the boyfriend of the girl he enticed away and his friend the junkie.
Well, all right, at least you got that part right, okay? But almost, right?
So are you starting to see that maybe this could have been a beneficial episode for you?
I don't know, I guess so.
Is that a yes or a no, Joe?
Well, I don't run from commitments, okay? And I don't use women.
But Joe, you know that in your last 2 relationships, when things got too serious, you ended them.
Joe, let's analyze this dream in the context of the issues that you're dealing with right now, okay? The train seems to represent the different compartments of your life that are in question right now. You have concerns about your profession, about your age, fears about inability to reach success, and about your relationships. Does that seem to make a little bit more sense to you?
I don't know, I guess that seems logical.
Dr. Christopher?
Yes. The confrontation on the train represents your guilt. You see, Joe, the desire to be a stronger person and a better person in life is apparent through your subconscious. This part of your dream shows us that you're trying to beat yourself up over your weaknesses. But on the other hand, the appearance of the police officer is your absolution, your way of telling yourself that it's okay to be the way you are.
Okay. Let's suppose for a minute that you two have hit the nail on the head here with this stuff, all right?
Okay.
How do you explain me and the girl going to the club and meeting Elvis?
Can I respond to this one?
By all means.
Oh, well, aren't we getting a little cozy?
Joe, when you see yourself as a celebrity in a dream, often it's a projection of your own actual potential. Also can represent your ability to respect yourself in whatever career decision you choose.
I guess that is kind of how I see myself. I see your point.
Well, all right. We got to take a commercial break right now. But when we get back, we're going to see the rest of Joe's dream. And you can decide for yourself. Is Joe the playboy he sees himself as? Or is he the little boy that his doctors see?